Good morning. It's Thursday, and we're on Luke 22:47 to 53. While he was still speaking, there came a crowd, and the man called Judas, one of the 12, was leading them. He drew near to Jesus to kiss him, but Jesus said to him, "Judas, would you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?" And when those who were around him saw what would follow, they said, "Lord, shall we strike with the sword?" And one of them struck the servant of the high priest and cut off his right ear. But Jesus said, "No more of this," and he touched his ear and healed him. Then Jesus said to the chief priests and officers of the temple and elders who had come out against him, "Have you come out as against a robber with swords and clubs? When I was with you day after day in the temple, you did not lay hands on me. But this is your hour and the power of darkness." So Judas comes to betray him with a kiss, which is the standard greeting in the ancient world. You kiss both sides of the cheek and, hug. That's Judas probably said to them, "The one that I greet is the one that you should arrest." Knowing that it would be dark, knowing that not all of them knew exactly what Jesus looked like. So this is, and seeing him out of context. I don't know how many times I've walked into hospital rooms and said, "Hi, how are you?" And people go, "Oh," after it takes them a minute to recognize my voice because I'm not in uniform. I'm not wearing my robe and my stole and stuff. They don't recognize me in civilian clothes, So they wouldn't recognize Jesus out of context. In the temple, they'd say, "Oh, yeah, that's Jesus over there." But they might not. So they wouldn't have known him. So that's one thing. And Judas comes in. Somebody gets excited and pulls out a sword and cuts off the slave of the high priest's ear. Now, in another gospel, we're told that guy's name was Malchus. My fourth grade teacher in Charleston knew somebody named Malchus who had a strange little nick in their earlobe, which she believed was inherited from this Malchus 2,000 years ago whose ear was cut off. I'm not really buying that whole story, but I thought I would pass it on so that you could decide if you believe it. I'm not sure that injuries that we get turn into genetic items to pass on, but quibble, right? So Malchus is healed. Jesus says, "No, we're not going to be violent. Stop with the violence." And then he says to them, "If you come out with me armed like this, I was at the temple every day. You could have just arrested me there." But they don't. And that's, he makes the point then. This is your hour in the dark. You come out here in the darkness to arrest me because the power of darkness is what you're serving. And that's, in John's gospel, they come with all these torches. And the point is made that, he's the light of the world, but they have to carry torches to find him because they're serving darkness. So it's coming to a head here. Jesus is arrested or about to be arrested and taken off to trial. And we'll see that in the next few days. So ponder what your reaction would have been if you were standing there. Would you have been pulling out your sword and trying to fight them off, or would you be running away, or would you be standing with Jesus? We all think we'd be standing with Jesus, but think about it. Okay, see you tomorrow. Have a great day.